Hi everyone, I hope you've all had a good weekend so far. In case you didn't notice, it is snowing. I thought I'd make the most of the snowy backdrop and film in front of it. We had a little bit of snow overnight last night. It kind of settled, it was enough to cover, but it kind of melted by sort of 10 o'clock. And we've had now a flurry for about an hour or so, and it's still coming down thick and heavy. Today's video is going to be my January favourites. Can you believe that we are already at the end of the first month of this year? It's gone so quick, but at the same time extremely slowly as well. I've been trying to utilise my makeup as well as saving money to stop myself from going out and buying as much as I previously have done. I have so much makeup that needs using up, so I've been trying to rediscover old products this month. Some of these are a little bit old, so you may have seen them before. Some of them are things that I've bought and kind of just stashed away at the back of my drawers and totally forgotten about until I had a rifle through. I'm going to jump right in with the first product. So this is a reasonably old product that I bought last year when I was suffering from the whole dry, nasty winter skin again, obviously caused by this cold weather that we're currently having in the UK. I bought this last year because so many people had said that it was quite good and a rich, thick, creamy moisturiser that really helped tackle dry skin. I have been using this around the dry areas around my mouth and anywhere else really that gets dry. The only area I haven't really been putting it on is my eyes. It's because it kind of feels a little bit greasy there and kind of gets in the crease and is just not very nice. I love this because you can literally apply it to the whole of your body. Most people would recommend not putting this on your face, but I find it's only the odd area that I'm applying it to, and it doesn't seem to cause too much problem and doesn't leave too much of a greasy residue. It's great for hands, feet, elbows, anywhere really that you can think of that's dry. This is really great to soak in and really put the moisture back into your skin. I tend to apply this overnight just because it's a thicker consistency. It does take a little bit to soak in. But generally I've been loving this month and I've been applying it to my knees, my elbows, anywhere really that's had a bit of dry skin. The next two products are two products that you have probably seen on my blog if you read my blog. A while back now I went to Boots and decided to try out a different foundation because I'm experimenting with my foundations at the moment, and I picked up these two products. And that's the Rimmel Fix and Perfect Pro Primer and the Rimmel Lasting Finish New 25-Hour Skin Perfecting Foundation. And this is in the shade 201 Classic Beige. Ordinarily, I'm not completely into primers. I don't really see the hype behind them, and I've never really found that they do much for my skin, but this one has really changed all of that. I notice a difference with how long my foundation lasts, and the whole application process just goes on so much easier and smoother when I've applied this, especially with the two together. I love how it just smooths and evens out my skin tone, making my foundation apply so much nicer, and it doesn't kind of clog in those nasty dry areas that I've been having. Next up is the foundation. The colour match for me was perfect. This is slightly darker than my natural skin tone, but it helps just to give a bit of a healthy glow. I apply this with the Beauty Blender and it doesn't crease or cake anywhere. It's a medium coverage foundation, but with a really lightweight formula that makes you not feel like you're actually wearing foundation. So many people have commented on how nice my skin has been looking recently. Even though my skin is very badly blemished, this helps cover everything up and just give a really nice natural looking finish. My next favourite is a mascara, and that's the Maybelline Rocket Volume Express Mascara. I have always been a massive fan of the Maybelline mascaras. They're the only range of mascaras that I feel that the brushes really do what I want. They have a wide range of mascaras to give you various different effects. The reason why I went for a more waterproof one is because it's been so much colder. I have noticed that my previous mascara, the Clinique High Impact one, hasn't been doing its job amazingly. Where my eyes have been watering, I have been falling asleep on the train and then waking up to find kind of like the nasty black panda eye underneath. Not a good look by the time you get to work, and you've actually been walking around looking like that for probably about an hour. My only remedy for that was to try a waterproof mascara. Now this is the first waterproof mascara I have ever used. I've never really felt the need for a waterproof mascara in the past. It's probably something that will only last whilst it's cold and my eyes are still streaming. Come the summer again, I'll probably be back to experimenting with any kind of mascara that takes my fancy. But this has been really doing the job. I have had no smudging. It still gives a really nice voluminous look to my lashes and just increases the length and the intensity of the darkness. And yeah, just generally a fantastic product, and it really does work with regards to the waterproof, but at the same time it's also not a mare to take off in the evenings. Now this next one really is a golden oldie. I was going through my stuff and I have so many palettes that I have not used for so long. They've been in the depths of my beauty stash and they just haven't seen the light of day for probably a good year or so. This is one of the eyeshadow palettes that you get from Next. Next do several of these, and they're normally a Christmas feature. I have the cashmere one as well, but that has seen better days because I've used it an awful lot and a lot of them I've actually hit pan on. I was going through my stash the other night, swatching them all on my arm, and this one really stood out to me. That's the palette just there. So as you can see, it's a mix of neutrals. There's a couple of reds in there and some darker greys and navies. They all have a slight shimmer to them, but it's nothing too in your face. I love how the tones are all really coordinated. These are really nice and easy to blend. They look pretty on, and there's a couple of looks that you can get from these, suitable for both daytime and nighttime. I also like that this compact comes with a mirror, so it's handy to take when you're out and about and just to top up if you need to. But just generally, these have been looking really pretty on as I'm trying to experiment with other colours than the neutrals. I am a massive neutral lover and most of my palettes are neutrals, and I've noticed that a lot of them I have very similar shades in each palette, so I'm trying to get out of the box a little bit and experiment with some other ones. And I've really been loving this red colour in here. It's kind of like a, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's kind of like a deep dusky red, and it's a really pretty colour to wear in the crease. But this has been a really good palette. If you haven't checked out the Next palettes before, I would really recommend it because this only costs £5, which is really cheap and affordable. Last up is a product I received in a beauty box, but I've been wanting to add a bit more tone and colour to my face recently. Because it's winter, everything can appear a little bit washed out and lifeless, so I've been wanting to add a bit of colour to my face. I've been using the Bourjois bronzing powder and highlighter duo. I wouldn't say it smells like chocolate, but it does smell quite nice to apply. So you've got the highlight on the left hand side there and then the bronzer on the right. I don't actually use the bronzer for bronzer, I use it for more of a contour. It suits me quite well and it gives a little bit of definition to my face without being too obvious that I've been trying to contour. It's a great idea for people starting out with contouring and highlighting, as you can't really go too wrong with this. I find if you use a nice big powder brush afterwards, just to kind of blend it out, it all looks pretty smooth. The highlighter I've just been applying to the tops of my cheeks and along the bridge of my forehead and my nose, just to give a bit of definition to my face, but also to add a little bit of a healthy glow. I don't want anything too in your face because it's not summer and nobody has that sun-kissed look at the moment. It's been adding a luminous appearance to my makeup so that I don't look too much like death. There you have my January favourites. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and I'll be back in my next one. See you then. Bye.
I'm the Venus for your Mars. I'm the healing for your scars. I'm the